Attention enthusiasts.
Attention.
Attention. You guys love night rides.
You do. I do too.
You guys get on a roller coaster during the day and you're like, oh my God.
That's so much fun.
This is so awesome. And then you get on that same roller coaster at night.
And it's just a whole different experience. So much better.
Even non-enthusiasts, I'm sure you guys have ridden roller coasters at night.
Yeah, anybody who rides a coaster at night is going to like it more.
Yeah, and you guys are like, wow, that was really good. Each park at night with their roller coasters, they do get a little bit better.
Yeah, all parks, their coasters are better at night, but there's a couple parks that their coasters at night are just exceptionally...
A little bit better or a lot better.
Or a lot better.
Yeah, so as you read in the title, this video is all about our top 5 parks for night rides. Now, this entire top 5 list, before you guys say anything about maybe Silver Dollar City, because I have a feeling Silver Dollar City would have made this list. But we haven't been to Silver Dollar City. So this is our list that we've been to. These are the top 5 parks that we've been to.
Yeah, these are the parks that we've been to.
Except for one, which is why we just did an honorable mention, because you know about it and
I know a little bit about it, and it looks really cool. So this is an honorable mention. We're going to go to the largest city in the world, in Japan, Tokyo. Because there is a coaster at Tokyo Dome City Attractions called Thunder Dolphin. And basically what it is, it's like an intimate hyper or something, I'm not entirely sure. But the best part of it is it goes through downtown Tokyo, and that's just cool. It goes on top of buildings, under buildings, and if you ride it at night, I've seen some POVs, all the lights from the city on the ride, it just looks so cool. It's something that I really want to do because a night ride on Thunder Dolphin in Tokyo looks so cool.
If any of you guys have ridden this, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let us know
how you like it, because it
how it is. I mean, it sounds like it would be really cool during the day too.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
At night with all those lights,
all the
now,
people.
That's kind of the opposite of what the trend that we've kind of worked towards.
Because a lot of times people like night rides that are in the woods, super dark. I think if it's either super dark or super light are the best ones, because...
Yeah, lots of cool lights.
Because lots of cool lights and stuff makes it also really good.
All right, so that's our honorable mention because we've never been there.
Yeah, we've never been there. I would like to go, but we haven't.
But now on to our legit top 5.
These are all, like we said, parks that we've been to.
And we're coming in starting at number 5, and this is Dollywood.
Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Great park and great night rides. Now, if you've ever been to Dollywood, even if you're in the parking lot, you'll know that you can see maybe the top of Wild Eagle popping up. You can barely see
any of the rides because there's just trees everywhere. You're in part of the Smoky Mountains, so it's just wooded, very mountainous, very cool.
Yeah, and you get a night ride on Lightning Rod, and oh my God, it'll blow you away.
Good. Now, not just Lightning Rod. All the coasters would have great night rides because they're all in the woods, but Lightning Rod will be the best one because, it is so much fun. It is pitch black. You can't see anything. It is so much fun.
Yeah, you're tucked away, and it's and whenever coasters ride the terrain and lots of hills and stuff, that means that there's not like any of the park any of like the park that people walk through or any buildings or anything.
You don't see any of that.
So that means there's no lights. And so when you're flying through there, it's completely pitch dark and so great.
And one thing I do recommend is they have a Christmas event, obviously during Christmas time.
Yeah.
And if you ride Lightning Rod during that, coming back like towards the end of the ride, you can see the park. So just a little bit, but you can see all the lights from the buildings and stuff, and that is very, very cool. So
because Dollywood during their holiday event, they tend to
all these lights on the
tons of lights,
Christmas lights everywhere. Yeah. So it is very cool if you're coming back.
Looks really nice. So that's why Dollywood was worthy of number 5.
And at number 4, we're going down all the way to Florida for Islands of Adventure / Universal Studios. Now you might be thinking, Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, most of the rides are indoors, 3D. And if it's indoors, it won't get affected by any light or darkness outside, which is true. But there are a couple rides at those 2 parks that really make it up for them.
Worth it,
yes, because And those would be Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure and Velocicoaster.
What was the name of that roller coaster?
Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure.
Okay.
But Hagrid's and Velocicoaster both give absolutely incredible night rides. We actually haven't done Hagrid's at night, but we've heard that it is really good.
But we've done Velocicoaster.
We have done Velocicoaster at night, and that is amazing because you go right by the path. It is very light. It's not dark. Well, Velocicoaster, it's not dark. But you're going right by the path. There's so many lights. There's
the water.
Yeah, you're right over the water.
Yeah, there's the huge
lake
fun. Or whatever. And the light package.
The light package is really good on it.
The light package on Velocicoaster. And just watching it itself, like if you're not on it and watching it, it's really cool.
And for Hagrid's, it is really cool because it is so well themed. So it can be very dark, and there is a spot where you go inside of a building, and it looks like you're in a forest. And if it's dark outside, because the light, if it's daytime, it'll be pretty light in there. But at night, it'll be super dark and make the experience a whole lot better. So good.
Excellent. So that's why Universal/Islands of Adventure was good enough to be number 4 on our list. Coming in at number 3, our home park. Cedar Point. Now, Cedar Point doesn't have that one knockout night ride.
No.
But just the plethora of great night rides. Steel Vengeance, you have a part, the second half, it gets into the frame of the ride itself.
Yeah.
And it's really dark in there, and you're flying around, and you can barely see where you're going, and you just got like the wood structure everywhere. Great. Millennium, you're up right on the lake, and it just like sometimes you might have like the sun just going down on like sunsets or whatever, or if it's completely dark, you have like the dark lake right off to your left, and you go through the entire park.
And it is pretty dark on Millennium because it is mostly kind of in the woods a little bit and like high up. So it is pretty dark riding that, and the light package is really nice.
Those two are like the standouts. Maverick at night during Halloween weekends especially, because what they'll do is they have a
walkthrough.
Yeah, they kind of a walkthrough, haunted walkthrough
right underneath Maverick.
Yeah, and they have smoke coming up like from smoke machines,
and you're going through that in lights. So sit in the front row doing that. That's for Halloween weekends.
That's Halloween weekends only, but. And at night with the tunnel, because Maverick has a launch tunnel, you go into the tunnel, you stop, and when you launch and it's during the day, at the end of the tunnel, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's still really good.
Oh, yeah.
But when it's pitch dark and you don't see anything in front of you and you're just going, it's like, wow. Like, I remember when the first times I rode Maverick at night, it was like kind of scary. It's like, whoa, what are
you can't see anything
about to hit a wall or something.
You don't know where you're going. And at number 2, we're going to a park staying in Ohio. This park does have a standout night ride, and you probably know what it is. Probably. It is Kings Island. Now, if you think night ride and Kings Island, you're going to think of the Beast. And the Beast night ride is absolutely incredible. You're going through the woods.
Great.
It's super dark. It's just so much fun.
The tunnels.
Yeah, the tunnels. You
can't
see anything.
You're pitch black.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
Your hand is right here, and you're going through the tunnels.
Yeah, you won't even see your hand.
You don't see your hand.
It just, it's so dark, so good. But people do overlook the other night rides because while Beast Night Ride is incredible, there's some other really good night rides as well, like Mystic Timbers, which also goes through the woods, which is very, very good. One of my favorite night rides, and also Orion, because it has a really nice light package, and that makes it a lot better. Really, really good. Orion doesn't go through the woods. It's not really dark, but yeah, like I said, the light package makes it really good.
So Kings Island kind of has it all.
Yeah.
They have the elite night ride in Beast, and then they just have, like we said with Cedar Point, like they have a plethora of great night rides. So that's why Kings Island is ahead of Cedar Point.
And another thing is Kings Island is also in a wooded area, so most rides, even Adventure Express is through the woods, the Bat, all these rides are just go through the woods. Really, really cool.
Yeah, so that was good enough for number 2. And honestly, if this park that came in at number 1 didn't exist, then Cedar Point, not Cedar Point, Kings Island would without question be number 1 on this list. But number 1 If you guys don't know it already, then shame on you.
Shame on you.
You are a bad enthusiast. Number 1, Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana.
Now, this one, it's going to be a little bit tough to get night rides.
Yes.
Because they are not open at night, like, at all. They only have a special event called Halloween Nights that you can go and ride night rides. And you have to be a member of a coaster enthusiast club or something like that to join, but that
and plus now, starting this past year, you have to be some exclusive person in order to even get to Halloween Nights.
Yeah, it's very tough to get to, but if you do...
If you are lucky enough to get a night ride on Voyage.
Voyage night ride. If you think Beast is dark back there in the woods, then Voyage is like even darker, but that's not even the best part. It's not even the best part.
What?
Because for Halloween Nights, they turn off the trim brakes on the mid-course brake run, which if you don't know, it's a little stretch of track in the middle of the ride that slows you down a little bit and makes the second half of the ride still really good, but not quite as good because they slow you down. It's not as fast. Halloween Nights, they turn off the trim brakes, so you go flying through the second half. It feels like you're going too fast because it is insane.
It's So they have the Elite, but then they also Legend, Raven, Thunderbird, all amazing night rides.
Raven is like scary at night. So is Legend. Thunderbird is a little bit lighter, but still really good.
Because we said it's in Santa Claus, Indiana. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
honestly.
There's nothing around.
So you don't have the light pollution. Light pollution is whenever you're near like a major city.
Yeah.
And there's lights from street lights and buildings and all that. And it just like you could see it in the sky.
You're in absolutely country.
You're in nothing, Indiana. And so there's nothing around to create the light pollution. So whenever it's nighttime there, it is nighttime there.
So highly recommend going to Halloween Nights. You've been there once. I've been there twice.
Yep.
And we would go again.
In a heartbeat.
Because it is so much fun.
Yeah, so that's why Holiday World, they don't have a bad night ride.
No.
They don't have a night ride that isn't close to Elite. All their night rides are pretty much Elite.
Yeah, and they're scary.
With Voyage being Eliter. But that's it. That was 1 through 5. And like we said, those were all parks that we've been to.
Except for the one in Tokyo.
Yeah, the honorable mention. So if you have any parks that you've been to that maybe we haven't been to, or maybe one that we overlooked or something like that, maybe we thought about Knott's Berry Farm. We thought about a
Ghost
couple.
Rider has a great night ride.
I mean,
every park has great night rides. These aren't the 5 only good ones.
Yeah. So give some of your favorite night rides or actually parks, because this isn't about one ride in particular. This is about the parks. So go ahead and drop those in the comments. We're interested to know. And if it's something that we've missed, then we're definitely up for some suggestions. Look, I'm so excited about night rides that I can't even talk properly. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Drop a comment, sub, of course.
Subscribe.
Like the video. And then we'll see you guys next time on Beach Cliff Studios.